Yeah, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Rangers. And this is going to be a lot more fun to recap than the last game. And you might say, Weston, you scored 6 goals in the last game. Wasn't that also fun? Yes, but this one didn't involve a horrible injury to one of our favorite players. I'm here to recap Game 22 of the regular season. Rangers over the Devils, 6-3. Another crazy game, man. The first period felt like a game all itself. But before I talk about the period, I want to talk about a few things that happened before the game. First off, Kako made his fantastic return. I thought he looked really good today. We had Georgiev and Nutt. Obviously, Shesterkin is in no condition to play at this moment in time, but hopefully very soon, because it is not what we were thinking, because I immediately went to ACL tear. I think a lot of people did, because that's what sports has done to us, which is anytime anyone hurts their leg, it goes, ah, your ACL is gone, eh? But that was not it. It is a mild groin strain, and he is day-to-day. I'm guessing maybe 2 weeks. Hopefully not that. But yeah, it's not the not career-ending. No one thought it was that bad. But it's not the season-ending injury that I think some of us feared. Now, on to the game. It was insane. The first period felt like a game, you know? Immediately in it, 18:27 left in the period, one of the Devils high sticks Lemieux in the face, which I'm not thinking Lemieux likes sticks to the face, given what happened last year with his teeth incident. So, he's probably not happy about that, but the Rangers get a power play, and on the power play, holy crap. I'm going to go ahead and say goal of the year for the Rangers. Holy crap, man. It was beautiful. Adam Fox gets the little pass from Georgiev, and I say the little pass. Georgiev just stopped the puck behind the net, and Adam Fox said, all right, I'm going to go murder every single Devil that's currently on the ice. He goes coast to coast from behind our net, trots up the ice, and every single Devil is like, well, when's he gonna pass the puck, eh? And he just doesn't. He just goes right to the net and scores, and I felt like even the goaltender was waiting for him to pass the puck. Everyone was waiting, because he's a defenseman, and he just, it looked like Connor McDavid type stuff. It was, obviously that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, but it was insane. Like, he just said, you know what if I took the puck all the way in for a score? It was a gorgeous play by Adam Fox, where he just embarrassed every single Devil that was on the ice at that moment in time. And Georgiev gets his first assist of the year, which means he now is ahead of Jack Johnson for points on the team. Saying this out loud kind of makes me sad. Anyway, a little bit later, not very long, 12:45 left in the period. Kako breaks up this little clear attempt by the Devils. He breaks it up. The puck goes over to Chris Kreider, who does this gorgeous backhanded pass over to Ryan Strome, and he just tosses it up into the top of the net, and it's a score, and it's 2-0 pretty quickly. The Rangers dominated this game for the first 15 minutes, to where I was kind of like, wow, we could blow them out today. And we ended up doing that, but then at first I thought it was going to be a blowout, then I thought it wasn't, and then it was, because at 5:06, PK Subban gets the puck from the PK Subban spot, and he does a PK Subban thing and takes a long shot from the blue line, and it scores untouched, no tips. He gets, I believe, his second goal of the year. I could be wrong. PK Subban, obviously, he's not what he once was, but he's still got a nice shot from the point, man. He scores to make it 2-1, and less than 20 seconds later, the Devils have it again. They get a little breakaway. He chips it in, and now it's 2-2 within 20 seconds. It was kind of insane. It was one of those things where if you left to go check your mail, you could have left it at a 2-0 game and came back and been tied, which would have been insane. It was a very busy first period. A little bit later than that, 2:54, Philip Hedl and Kevin Rooney get this 2-on-1 breakaway from a Julien Gauthier pass to Philip Hedl, and Hedl just puts it on over for Rooney. He tosses it up, and now the lead is back at 3-2 for the Rangers, and I'm losing my mind because it was 1 period and 5 goals were scored. Now, the first couple things I took away from the period was, wow, Georgiev does not look comfortable right now, which, I mean, you know, ended up being fine, but at the moment I was thinking, yeah, this is kind of rough. So on to the second period, 18:55 left. It was another really nice play. Keandre Miller goes deep behind the net. He passes it out to Buchnevich. He passes it over to Lebor Hayak, and he takes a shot, and he scores. It's 4-2 Rangers. And at this moment, I am buzzing because it's incredible. Then, pretty soon after that, 1831, the Devils hold Philip Hedl. It's a penalty. Rangers get the power play. We didn't do anything with it, but what have you. A little bit later than that, 12:35, they slash a Ranger. Specifically, I don't remember actually who it was, but they slashed one of the Rangers. We get another power play. We don't do anything with that. A little bit later on, Miller gets a tripping penalty at about center ice. They get a power play. They didn't do anything with it. We were only shorthanded once today, which is... We're more disciplined than we were at the start of the year, which I'm happy about, because we were taking penalties left and right at the start of the year. And that was about it for the second period. In the third period... 19:20 left in the period. Devils slash Capo Caco. The Rangers get a power play. We wouldn't do anything with it. Then, a little bit later on, 11:22, Julien Gauthier gets the puck on a really nice defensive play. He had 2 assists today, so that was pretty neat. He goes behind the net. He starts to fall down and just tosses it back in front of the net. Philip Hedl grabs it, does a little bit of a move, and then tosses it in. It's 5-2 Rangers. And Philip Hedl has come back in full force and looked great in his short return, but is so far looking fantastic. 2:12 left in the period. Bastion on the Devils takes a little shot pretty close to Georgiev. He gets a little tiny piece of it, but it still goes in. Now it's 5-3. They pull their goalie, and then right after they pulled their goalie, Mika Zibanejad got injured, something with his, I believe it was his right leg. He was able to get off. He looked very uncomfortable while doing so, but he got off. So hopefully he's okay, because I thought he actually looked decent today. Didn't get any points, but I thought he looked more comfortable and actually like he belonged on the surface and on the ice, so that was a positive. 1:13 left in the period. Fox passes it over to Ryan Strome. He chips it in for a little empty netter at 6-3 Rangers, and that is how the score would end with a Rangers win. Back-to-back 6-point games. Another pretty dominant performance over the Devils. We kind of have used them as a punching bag the last 2 games to get a lot of our aggression out. And, you know, it's a positive. Georgiev wasn't great or anything today. 24 of 27, so again, not great. But he won the game. I'm not going to be upset because, you know, we're kind of in a bind right now with goalies. I assume that our third string, I don't want to try to pronounce his name because I'm going to horribly butcher it. And I will find the pronunciation for tomorrow because I assume he will be starting because there's no way that Georgiev is going in back-to-back days. Again, he looked fine. I thought Adam Fox played a fantastic game, offensively and defensively. I thought Miller had a pretty nice game. He looked, you know, like he's getting back to his pre-injury self, or his pre-COVID self. I can't remember which one it was. Mika, again, didn't get any points, but I thought he looked more comfortable and had more confidence. There was a couple of plays where I'm like, okay, you can kind of see that he's wanting to come back to the old self. Hopefully he can get there soon, because it's getting very hard to defend him at this point. And Philip Hedl was fantastic. He looked great. I really have nothing else to say than he looked great. The goals today, there were quite a few of them. Adam Fox had the first one, Ryan Strome, Kevin Rooney, Labor Halak, Philip Hedl, and then Ryan Strome again. And the assists were Georgiev, 2 for Julien Gauthier, Chris Kreider, Adam Fox, Capo Caco, Philip Hedl, Keandre Miller, and Pavel Buchnevich. Actually, yeah, it was just the one for Fox. All in all, a really good game. Good defensively. Lacking a little defensively, but it wasn't terrible. I thought the defense actually played okay. I thought Georgiev just kind of let in a couple of soft goals. We play tomorrow at 7:30 against the Pittsburgh Penguins in Pittsburgh, which means they're probably getting ready to go hop on the plane right now as I record this. And that is all I have to say. So thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and go Rangers.